Next, so here I want to make a video about how to have your own sound. Something I struggled with for a long time, and I think I figured out the secret. So I'm going to tell you the secret. So one phrase that you hear a lot of people say is "find your sound." You got to find your sound, and I think that's misleading because the way to achieve your own sound is not by finding it, but by building it. Think about your sound as being like a house, and you don't just like find it, you have to build it like brick by brick. And it's not how I got my house, but that's how you find your sound, by building it, not by finding it, because it's not something you stumble on. If it's something you just stumble on quickly, it's going to be something other people can replicate. It's going to be something that's not very deep, not very rich. It shouldn't be a gimmick. It shouldn't be like a effects pedal with a certain setting that you stumbled upon one day. It should be a rich tapestry of all the different subtle aspects of how to play a certain way that you like, that resonate with you. So, what are the different elements that make up your sound? So, this is for all musicians, but since I'm a guitar player, maybe I'll talk a little bit about some guitar things. So, like for example, just to get an idea of the subtleties that I'm talking about, like, do you play with like a more legato sound or more staccato sound? Like for a guitar player, you might think, do I do a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs, or do you do more like picking every single note? Or what kind of pick do you use? A thick pick or a thin pick? How tightly do you hold your pick? Um, try different things. What do you like? What do you don't like? And if you like it, practice doing it more. Try to do it more. Where do you pick? Close to the bridge or further back here? And for like a horn player, like how much air do you put through your horn? How much vibrato do you use? All these, like literally any choice that you can possibly think about. Think about what you like and then pursue that. Think about what you like in every single decision that you make about how you want to play, because there are infinite possibilities. You can't master everything. You can't master every way of playing. So by following what you like, following what resonates with you, don't worry about sounding unique. If you try too hard to sound unique, you'll sound like other people who are trying to sound unique, and you'll use some of the same gimmicks. So, but every person is unique. So if you just follow what you like, follow your own instinct, that is how you will you'll build your own sound with time, because everyone's unique, and you don't even have to worry about trying to make it sound unique. It will sound unique. So that's I'm talking about tone, but everything. So like, how do you like to build your phrases? Do you like to hold out notes for a long time, or play shorter notes, more notes in less space? What kind of rhythms do you like to play? What kind of patterns do you like to play? So I talk about patterns a lot. Um, you know, there's for like a scale pattern, for example, you could say, you could practice that and weave that into your playing. But maybe you don't like the sound of that, but maybe you like the sound of that. So weave that into your playing. Or maybe you like fourths, so weave that into your playing. And don't necessarily worry about, oh, I have to learn every single pattern. You don't. Think about the patterns that you like and pursue those. So the voicings that you use, if you're a chordal instrument, the timbre, all the different subtleties to the timbre and the tone you use, regardless of your instrument, how you put your notes together, how you construct phrases. What types of scales do you like to use? Do you like to use lots of melodic minor mode sounds in your playing? Do you like to use a lot of altered and Lydian dominant kind of sounds? Or maybe you like to use more like major, Dorian minor. Maybe you like to use a lot of harmonic minor. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like to use a lot of pentatonic. So the scales, don't feel like you need to spend equal time on all the scales. The amount of time you spend on each thing, whether the notes, the tone, the chords, the pattern, any aspect of your playing, how much time you spend should be proportionate to how much you like that thing. If you don't like a certain pattern, don't practice it. If you don't like a certain scale, maybe it's necessary, but just like practice it the minimum. But always use your taste and what you like as your guide for how much to practice something, and always do that with every aspect of your playing. And that is how you eventually you build your own sound, and you'll sound unique.